Hey humans of the internet, I am back with another video and I apologise that I haven't filmed in a while. That's because I've been kept back a lot at school for revision classes and by the time I get home the sky's just black basically, so sorry about that. But today's video is going to be kind of a mix of the both themes I'm trying to incorporate onto my channel, and they are Zodiac, like sign videos, and piercing videos. So this video is going to be just me suggesting piercings what would look great on your sign, or just piercings that your sign would slay in general. Slay is one of the most cringiest words in the human dictionary. Anyway, I'm not going to do it in like any specific order. I'm not going to start off with Aries and finish on Pisces. That's because I just want to mix it up a bit, you know, and I don't really want people just like, say if you're like a Taurus, just like watching Aries and Taurus and then just like ending the video. So I just wanted to kind of mix it up a bit so you like, I don't know, you don't know when your sign's going to come up. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. The first sign is Leo, and for Leo I recommend you get a tragus piercing. I'll insert a picture of each and every piercing I mention, and or an industrial piercing. Like tragus piercings are very in trend at the moment, and yeah, and also industrial piercings. Kylie Jenner has an industrial piercing, so it's kind of like Leos like to follow the trends and Kylie Jenner is said to be very trendy. Next one is Pisces, and for Pisces I would recommend a conch piercing, just because conch is like is a seashell and it just reminds me of the sea, and Pisces are like a water sign. And as well a tongue web piercing, and I don't really have any really reasoning why, it just kind of like fits in with Pisces. And plus tongue web piercings can help with a lot of like speech impairments like a lisp, and it's just, it looks quite cool as well. It's just very minimalistic. Next is Sagittarius, and for Sagittarius I recommend a navel piercing, aka a belly button piercing, just because I don't know, like Sagittarius are very like adventurous, and they often go traveling and would like be seeing in like hot countries with like belly tops on and stuff, so it just looks, it just fits, you know, and it just like looks quite hippie. And also a smiley piercing, because Sagittarius are just so optimistic. Even if you don't think you are just have a very nice positive energy surrounding you. And plus smiley piercings, because it only really shows when you're smiling. People will say their smiley piercings a lot because they're always smiling. Next is Capricorn, and for Capricorn I got the dimple or cheek piercings, just because it's kind of like Capricorns are kind of like said to be boring, but I don't really think they are. Like, even though Aries, my sign, is not compatible with a Capricorn, I do still think they're quite interesting, and they're just kind of like very strong people. A cheek piercing is kind of like, because it would obviously hurt a lot, would like symbolise that they're strong. And also stretched lobes or tunnels, they just matched Capricorn the best out of all the signs. Next is Taurus, and you probably know which one I'm going to say for Taurus, and that is the septum piercing. I don't know, I'm just touching my nose, it's a bit weird. Taurus is a bull, and like bulls often have like the bull ring around the nose to like, for like the identification or something. I don't really know, just I don't know why they have it on, but farmers usually put bull rings on the nose, and that's like, I think Taurus, because yeah, you know the link. And also an Ashley piercing, aka the one that goes straight through your lip. That's just because I just thought it would look good with the septum piercing anyway, so it's just kind of a good combo. Yes, I am in! Doing a video! Oh thanks, I'm fine, I'm just 2 minutes! Sorry about that. Next is Libra, and for Libra I've got the hip, like either the front or the back, the dimple piercings. Libra is ruled by Venus, and Venus is a like sign of femininity, and the hip or the back dimple piercings are very like feminine. And also the daith piercing, and daith piercings are very pretty, just like Libras are in general. Like Libras are known for being quite a charming and attractive sign. Next is Aries, and for Aries I put the rook piercing, not just because I have it, it's because it's, in my opinion, very badass, and with my experience it hurts a lot. And Aries are kind of known to be kind of like the hard-ass sign of the Zodiac, and it just kind of symbolises that you kind of a bit hardcore, don't mess. And also a vertical libret, and that's just, I don't know, just looks nice. How long is it already? Oh fuck, it's like 9 minutes, okay. For Virgo I've got like multiple minimalistic ear piercings, like a helix, like double, triple lobes, but all kind of like minimalistic, just because it's like Virgos are known to be kind of like like they like the little things in life, and they're very like humble, down to earth, and I don't think a really big garish piercing would like appeal to them as much as like little minimalistic ones. And also dermals, and that is like kind of the same reason as I chose the like multiple minimalistic ear piercings, is because it's kind of, it's just minimalistic, just having a tiny little like jewel on like your wrist, or like on the side of your chest, or like I don't know, like the back of your neck. It just looks nice. Next is Scorpio, and for Scorpio I've got snake bites or just a general lip piercing. And that's because Scorpios are kind of known to be very emotional, and like emo is just like emotional. Yeah, okay, let's move on. And also a Medusa, and my reasoning for this is because Medusa turned people into stone when she looked at them, and the Scorpio stare is very intense and can often petrify you, and not in the bad way. Next is Gemini, and for Gemini I've got the tongue piercing, and that's because Geminis just talk loads, and they just never stop talking, and obviously you talk with your tongue. When I see Geminis like taking selfies and stuff, and like their usual expression on like a photo is usually they're sticking the tongue out, so a little like piercing through that, like through that little appendage would make it look very nice and very sparkly. And also a forward helix, especially a double forward helix, because obviously twins, double, and just because forward helix is just a nice ear piercing. Next is Cancer, and for Cancer I've got nipple piercings, and you can only really get them if you're over 18, if you're a female, and over 16 if you're a male. But that's because like Cancer is ruled by the chest area, the chest and the breast. That's why Cancer is often like said to be kind of like maternal figures and kind of very nurturing, and that'll just kind of like bring attention to the parts where Cancer is like ruled by. And also a single nostril piercing, because this is like expanding on the point when I made earlier when I said they're like kind of maternal figures. And in some cultures, when a woman gets a nostril pierced, it's said to help with their fertility. And people in like Indian cultures get their nostril piercing like before they get married, so they can succeed in having like many children and reproducing. And also Cancer is ruled by the moon, what symbolises fertility and all that jazz. Yeah. And last but definitely not least is Aquarius, and for Aquarius I've got the transverse lobe, what is just like another, it's like kind of an edgier alternative for like a regular lobe piercing. And also a surface piercing, well, you can have them like again on your collarbones, between your chest, and that's just another kind of edgy piercing. Not many people have it, and like we all know that Aquariuses like to be unique, and they just have they thrive to be original, and well, they succeed basically. That is all for the video. I hope you enjoyed a lot, and if you did, please give this video a big thumbs up, and if you want to see more of my videos, please hit the subscribe button wherever it is on the screen. And yes, another little like disclaimer thing I'm going to make is that if you're not the sign that I linked the piercing to, you can still obviously get it. It's your body, you can do whatever you want to it, as long as you're like legal age to get it done. Don't be like, oh, I'm Aries, can I get a septum piercing? Of course you can. Yeah, just do whatever you want. It's like, you only live once. So comment down below if you found this helpful, or comment anything you want if you have piercings already, what your sign is. So yeah, I think that's all. Goodbye guys.
Subscribe for dank memes. Oh yes. Give it a good thumbing. Emilio Big Dealio on the mic.